Hey there, everybody. Hope you're having a sweet Sunday. It is October the 9th. We're kind of getting into that Halloween spirit, pun intended. I'm having some hot tea with a little bit of sugar in it. It is quite chilly here today. I always enjoy having hot beverages. And here's a little hint. Did you guys know that tea and coffee are antioxidants? They're chock full of antioxidants until you put in milk. And milk negates the antioxidant qualities of coffee and tea. I didn't know this. I read it recently. I've always kind of been fond of a little bit of milk in my tea, but today I am going to just drink it as is. And, I like being able to be healthy in a simple way. That makes sense, right? When you're 64, you're looking for those simple ways to be healthy. And if not putting milk in my coffee and tea is going to help me boost my antioxidant level, then I'm all for that. The china that I'm using today is from the Georgian Collection by Churchill. It's made in England. I am always looking for this Georgian Collection Churchill when I go to thrift stores and Goodwill and things like that. So just a little healthy hint. We're going to be talking about stretching your art supplies today. I made these books to go in the Etsy store. They are 3.5 by 5.5. That makes them a sweet little field note size if you guys do traveler's notebooks. If you don't do traveler's notebooks, then it's just a sweet little notebook. You could put it in your purse. It's got 20 sheets in it, which gives you 40 pages of fun to work with. I did a really simple pamphlet stitch. I did have some of this. This is not fabric. I did have some of this. It's a chunky paper. That's all I know to call it. I think it may have been wrapping paper at some point. It's really got a nice heft to it. So I thought it would be great for notebooks. I have some left. I want to show you the ways that I'm utilizing my scraps today. The first thing that I'm doing, I have these in the Etsy store, you guys. They're $4. They're $1 shipping. So if you're looking like for a really fun thing to add to your Halloween fodder, that would be one of those things. Or, if you're doing a glue book or something like that, which I am doing a glue book using this sort of thing in the next few videos. The first thing that I wanted to do when I had scraps left is to cut out the sugar skulls that I had on the remainder of the wrapping paper, or whatever paper we're calling this. So that's working out great. However, when you do that, you also have like these bits and bobs left. So let's cut out a few here, and I'll put them in a stack so you can kind of just see the process. And then we're going to go back to some scrappy bits right here, and I'll show you how to put those together and just create something that is multicolor and a little bit different. First thing I'm doing, of course, is just cutting these out. These paper scraps that I have left over are too small to really do much with. There's just not a lot I can do with something that is this small. But hey, I've got all these gorgeous images. And I really thought, I think I'm going to send these off to my patrons this month for a happy Halloween little treat. If you're interested in being my patron, I'll put the link in the description box below so you can check that out. My patrons at the $5 level, you're going to get a happy mail every month until the post office throttles me and I can't do it anymore. The post office is quite an adventure these days, my friends. I went the other day and I was mailing packages, and when you mail packages, you have to sign a privacy disclaimer. And there are a lot of questions when you mail something now. It was extremely time consuming, and I have to tell you, it was a wee disturbing because I had a conversation with my person at the post office, and she said that they don't want you to be anonymous anymore. Not that I was anonymous anyway, so it's kind of hard to understand. All right, so you get the gist of what we're doing here. And then, you know, we have like these little bits left. So let me just cut this out so you can get kind of the full perspective of how we are going to stretch our supplies. And there's no big whoop to this. It's just, you know, something that maybe you've never thought of before. As we're kind of hunkering down and navigating inflation, I think that we're all looking for ways to stretch everything, you know, whether it's food or energy costs or gasoline or whatever. We're all looking like for those little frugal ways to stretch our resources. All right, so we've got the whole sugar skull over here. I've got bits and bobs here. So it becomes like, you know, like a little bit of a puzzle. So let's just see what we can do with this. And I'll show you how much fun it is to kind of get into the habit of stretching your supplies. So we're just going to kind of, I'm going to set these to the side, kind of scatter these out right here. And see what we have. You know, like I said, it's kind of like a puzzle, and that's sort of the way you got to think about it. All right, let's do this one first because I think this will be fun. All right, so we've got an orange sugar skull, pink sugar skull, partial pieces of each, and we can just slide those together. And we've made the whole sugar skull. It's just two different colors. And you're going, well, that's just way simple. I don't know about you, but a lot of times the simple things, I don't even think about them. I literally just don't think. All right, so let's put a little glue stick here. And then we'll just slide this over here. And the nice thing about this this paper too is it's slidable, definitely. This one has a little bit of a ragged edge to it, which makes it look spookier and cooler. All right, now let's go and just kind of trim this off. And we've got a whole new fun sugar skull that we can add to our full face sugar skulls. Isn't it fun? I know it's a little bit silly, but sometimes I need a little bit of silly. I'd love to know what you guys do when you just need a little bit of silly. Do you watch TV? Do you watch I Love Lucy? Do you watch Big Bang? Do you watch The Office? Do you watch Seinfeld? Sometimes you just need a little silly. So we've done that one. I need something up here. Let's see. What do we have? So I'm looking for that. Oh, here we go. That might work. That little partial piece right there. I think that's going to be it. Yeah, that'll work. It's fun because you're just kind of cobbling it together. Do you guys know Nick the Booksmith in her Franken pages, how she just cobbles things together out of scraps? And that's basically what you're doing here. So, you know, whatever you have, if you've got those bits and pieces left, see what you could do with them. I've got that. But see, he has no chin. He has no jawbone. Jawbone. So I think what I'll do with this is kind of scooch that right there. Like that. That's gonna work. Yeah. That's going to work. And then we'll cut that off. It's all kinds of fun. Very much like a jigsaw puzzle. And then we'll trim this one down to make it fit better. Get to kind of slide up, push that down. There we go. Okay, guys, I'm going to finish my tea and finish my cobbled together sugar skulls. I'll be doing more of these stretch your supply videos, as well as doing a Halloween glue book, so stay tuned. You can click that subscribe button and you can send me a thanks by clicking on the thanks tab below. I love spending time with y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me. See you later. Bye.